A wooden sign once read, "Visa-free since 1985, just like that, taken down. No press conference, no warning, just a new online form, a surprise fee, and another country crossed off the list. This isn't a distant possibility, it's happening right now. Brazil made the first move in 2025, the UK followed with its ETA system, and Europe? It's preparing to launch ETIAS in 2026. Quietly, steadily, the golden age of American passport privilege is fading. So which countries have already slammed the gate shut and who's next? Stay with us because what you're about to learn could change how and where you travel next. Number 1, Bhutan. Bhutan isn't just a destination, it's an idea, and that idea comes with a cost. In 2025, Americans need more than a visa to enter. You must pay a daily sustainable development fee, currently $200 per person per day. You also need to book your trip through a government-approved tour operator, follow a strict itinerary, and receive prior approval. Bhutan follows a high-value, low-volume model. It's not about attracting more tourists, it's about protecting its land, culture, and peace. This isn't just policy, it's philosophy. And for Americans used to visa-free ease, Bhutan is a stark reminder. Not every border opens with a smile. Number 2, Japan. You think cherry blossoms, ramen, and neon lights, but since 2023, Japan quietly requires Americans to complete a mandatory pre-travel registration through an ETA system. No form, no entry. By 2025, enforcement got stricter. Incomplete forms, errors, or late applications, you might get denied. Japan's system reflects a global truth. Trust is no longer automatic, even for longtime allies like the US. If even Japan now pre-screens American visitors, what country won't? Number 3, Kenya. In 2024, Kenya made headlines by eliminating traditional visas, but it wasn't a return to open borders, it was the launch of an ETA system. Yes, Americans need it, and no, you won't get it at the airport. Miss the application step? Your safari ends at the gate. This new system mirrors what the UK already has and what Europe is building for 2026. It's all about digital modernization, and for US travelers, the margin for error keeps shrinking. Number 4, Namibia, the Red Dunes. The endless silence. Namibia is breathtaking, but now off limits without pre-approval. In 2025, Namibia officially ended visa-free access for US travelers. No visa on arrival, no e-visa. You must apply in advance. Why the change? Reciprocity. If Namibians need a visa for the US, Americans now need one for Namibia. As Europe preps for ETIAS and more nations adopt digital screenings, Namibia's decision reflects a bigger shift. Visa-free travel is no longer the default. It's becoming a privilege. Delays are frequent. Applications are scrutinized. Number 5, India. The Taj Mahal may be timeless, but your entry into India now comes with modern complexity. India has long required Americans to obtain an e-visa, but in 2025, the system is stricter, slower, and more selective. Delays are frequent. Applications are scrutinized, especially for those visiting sensitive regions. The e-visa might not be as formal as China's full visa process, but it's part of the same trend. Screen first, decide later. For Americans, it means fewer guarantees and more gates to pass through. Number 6, China. In the past, a Chinese business visa felt like a golden ticket. Now, it's a grueling process. In 2025, visiting China still means full visa requirements, invitation letters, confirmed travel plans, fingerprints, interviews, and weeks of review. This isn't a digital pre-screen like ETIAS. It's old school, slow, and selective. And if you're a journalist, a dual national, or on any government radar, your odds of denial are much higher. If the world's second largest economy is this restrictive for American travelers, it signals where access could be heading everywhere else. Number 7, Saudi Arabia. Once closed to tourists, Saudi Arabia now boasts mega projects and luxury resorts. But don't mistake accessibility for simplicity. Americans must apply for an e-visa before arrival, including background screening and biometric data. You won't get one at the airport. In 2025, screening has become even stricter. It's part of a global model, just like Europe's ETIAS and the UK's ETA, where digital permission replaces assumed access. If Saudi Arabia has adopted this model, who's next? Number 8, Indonesia. You book a dream trip to Bali. Ocean views, temples, paradise. But at the airport, you're pulled aside. No visa, no entry. As of 2025, Indonesia requires Americans to pay a digital visa on arrival fee, around $30 USD. But here's the catch. It must be paid online. No cash allowed. Dozens of Americans have been stranded, forced to rebook trips because they didn't meet the new requirements. And if you stay more than 30 days, you'll face tight deadlines, steep fines, and a confusing immigration process. Indonesia may soon expand the program to require electronic visas in advance. Paradise, it seems, now comes with a digital checkpoint. Number 9. Turkey. Thinking of a quick weekend in Istanbul? Think again. US travelers must now apply for an e-visa before arrival. No exceptions, and definitely no last-minute airport approvals. Turkey's system has been in place for years, but in 2025, the rules got tougher. One wrong answer on your application and you're not flying. This is part of a broader global pattern, pre-screening travelers before they leave home. What used to be simple is now complex and costly if you miss a step. Number 10. Australia arrive in Sydney without an approved electronic travel authorization. And you're not delayed, you're denied. Australia has long required US travelers to apply for an ETA online. In 2025, enforcement tightened even more. Any mistake, red flag, or system glitch, your trip's over before it starts. This isn't a paper visa, but it's part of a bigger trend. Pre-screened travel, tighter digital borders, and less room for error. For Americans, even countries that once felt wide open are drawing lines in the sand. The new reality. Country by country, quietly and quickly, visa-free travel for Americans is disappearing. From full visa regimes to pre-screening systems like ETS and ETA, the world is redrawing its borders, and your US passport? It may no longer be enough. So before your next trip, know this: the rules have changed. Stay informed, stay prepared. And if this video helped you see what's really happening, like, share, and subscribe. Because the next border you cross might not be as open as you think.